increase what you are asking for. What the school board came and asked for, they funded. So you're asking for more than that?
Okay, so the superintendent asked for $2.4 million for the operating budget, which would be recurrent yearly funding. Instead, they're giving zero to the operating budget, and they're giving $2.4 million in cash category, which is one-time funding, which will only fund us for 1 year. And then we'll have to cut. So then after 1 year, the school system will have to cut its own budget to fund its own raises and salary positions.
So this isn't a, so the way you see it is this is just a temporary solution?
Correct, it's a Band-Aid. And we're still going to have to go back to ask for long-term funding unless they come up with an actual solution, such as a revenue sharing agreement, such as what Councilman Jenkins recommended.
Why are you guys standing with your backs turned towards them?
We're so tired of the same song and dance every single year. You know, this is our third year in a row coming before council asking for increased funding. The first year they did nothing. The second year they did $1 million one time. This year they did, well, I mean, they're claiming they're going to do $2.4 million in one-time funding. I want to see that before I believe it. Like, I just see how the shell game usually works, so moving money around instead of actually doing a long-term investment in schools. So I'm going to hold off celebrating that $2.4 million cash capital one-time funding.
How did you feel about Councilwoman Woodbury saying that we gave you guys the money, now it's up to you guys to do what you will with it?
That's ridiculous, because certain members of council seem to think that they can say, oh, give the teachers a 2% raise with this budget without any new money. Okay, a 2% raise is yearly recurring funding, yearly recurring costs. So you need increased funding to make that happen. Otherwise, the school system has to cut its own budget to fund its own operating budget. And that's not fair to our students and teachers and staff.
Do you think there's anywhere the school board within, or the school system can also trim still though? I mean,
I've actually seen the school system budget. I was on the superintendent's budget advisory committee, and it is very slim. So we've gotten stagnated funding since 2013. So you can see like the graph. I'm happy to share this graph. Like city revenues are steadily increasing. School system percentage funding is steadily decreasing. So we are not. The city is not sharing new revenues with the school system. So we've already been having to cut our budget year after year. Our budget is very tight already.
So, you know, for people who maybe don't have kids in the public school system, can you kind of just describe what these funds will help fix or help fund?
Yes. So the $2.4 million in the operating budget that was requested by the superintendent would fund a 2% salary increase for all NNPS employees, teachers, and staff. It would also fund additional school counselors, school security officers, ESL teachers and staff, because we have an increasing English as a second language population. It would also fund, I believe, a K-12 behavior specialist and also some school social workers as well. So there's a lot of great stuff in this budget. The problem is that after year one, you know, if they give us the $2.4 million cash capital, which at this point is better than nothing, so I hope they do, after year one, the school system has to cut its own budget to fund them, because that $2.4 million is one-time funding.
Gotcha. So there could be a risk that these positions get hired for 1 year.
I would ask the superintendent about that. I think what's more likely to happen is the school system would have to cut its own discretionary funding, and they already have very minimal discretionary funding after years of cutting our own budget to fund ourselves.
So you're leaving tonight disappointed?
Yes, definitely. I mean, hopeful, because we've got Councilman Jenkins on council now, which is nice. He, you know, teachers helped elect him. He was the Newport News Education Association endorsed candidate for Central District in May 2018. So it's nice finally having someone fighting for us on council, and we're just hoping in May 2020 we can get a couple more on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Candidates. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.